You've already noticed it. The way people get uncomfortable when you don't react to their drama. Here's why that's your superpower. While the average man is frantically shouting over the noise to be seen, a Sigma male completely bypasses the hierarchy, making his detachment impossible to ignore. Women are constantly decoding the subtle, silent behaviors you assume are completely invisible. By the end of this, you'll realize how your quietest habits are being read like an open book, giving you an organic advantage. 1. The people who can do nothing for you. A Sigma male often assumes his character is only tested when the stakes are high, believing his neutral distance toward strangers is just focus. A UCLA study on thin slicing found that people achieve 90% accuracy in personality judgment within just 10 seconds of observation. They aren't watching your resume. Women decode this immediate treatment as a raw character preview, watching how he operates when there is zero reward or audience. Which means if your respect is selective, she knows exactly how you'll treat her the moment her usefulness fades or real-world stress hits. True power never needs to punch down to feel high. 2. The stillness when life slows down completely. Most men frantically chase noise, digital dopamine, or cheap drama just to escape their own thoughts. A Sigma male treats sitting in pure silence as his natural baseline, completely missing how loud that stability actually speaks to others. She decodes this comfort within boredom as a rare sign of self-reliance, recognizing a man who won't cling or create unnecessary chaos just to fill an empty room. And here's a fact that should make every overthinker relax a little. Your stillness breaks the traditional power balance, suggesting an untapped pool of wisdom while the crowd exposes their neediness by constantly trying to fill the air. Fidgeting or endless scrolling destroys the illusion, signaling that you are just as desperate for external validation as everyone else. True peace means never having to perform for your own reflection. 3. The surgical, specific observation. The average man relies on generic, rehearsed flattery because he is playing a desperate numbers game to win approval. A Sigma male views his constant environmental scanning as a passive safety routine, entirely unaware of how unsettlingly accurate his read on people is. Yes, you are likely overthinking this right now. That's fine, that's the curse. When you speak, you bypass superficial praise and highlight micro-patterns, like the exact moment her expression shifts when she is deep in thought. This disrupts expectations entirely, making her feel seen in a highly intentional, almost dangerous way. The brutal part is that if your specificity is only used to criticize, you become a psychological threat people naturally isolate. Observation is a tool for navigating reality, not a weapon to dismantle it. 4. The reaction to minor, everyday micro-inconveniences. The crowd instantly unravels over the cashier who can't find the barcode, the car that won't merge, or the friend who interrupts twice. A Sigma male assumes that as long as he handles massive life crises with composure, these tiny leaks don't count, which means he completely misses what women are actually decoding. The tight jaw, the quick exhale, or the subtle thumb tapping. She is watching to see if your emotional control is a genuine mastery or just a highly curated act. Remaining entirely unbothered disrupts expectations and signals absolute dominance in spaces where the average man consistently falters. True composure is a permanent shield, not a temporary mask. 5. Evaluating her instead of trying to win her over. Most men immediately shift into performance mode, throwing out compliments and chasing validation like a target to be captured. A Sigma male often worries that his lack of intense pursuit looks like a total lack of social skill or flat disinterest. Translation: he thinks he's failing the social test by simply sitting back and watching. By refusing to perform, you completely break the power balance and cause a strange sense of psychological fear in her mind. She decodes this detachment as a refreshing sign of ultimate self-worth, feeling seen as a human being to be evaluated rather than a prize to be won. The average man uses loud dominance to claim her, while your silent observation forces her to wonder if she is even worth your presence. Confidence evaluates the room. Insecurity begs the room for a chance. 6. The ability to step away from a conflict the exact second it loses meaning. The crowd loves to scream, argue, and exhaust their energy just to protect their fragile egos or climb an invisible social ladder. A Sigma male views his sudden withdrawal as a purely logical choice, a simple matter of efficient energy management, which means you think you're just saving time, but your refusal to participate completely disrupts expectations. Women decode this exact boundary as an elite display of emotional control, signaling a man who doesn't need to win petty arguments to validate his self-worth. And here's a fact that should make every overthinker relax a little. By simply walking away from manufactured drama, you force the other person to face their own desperate neediness all by themselves. True authority controls the exit door, not the volume of the room. 7. The microscopic gap between your words and your private habits. Most people use big promises and loud declarations to build a fake persona, hoping the crowd won't look close enough to see the truth. A Sigma male treats his private routines as completely invisible, assuming his daily discipline is nobody's business but his own. But women are absolute experts at decoding the subtle misalignment between what a man preaches and how he actually operates when he thinks no one is looking. When your habits perfectly mirror your words, it causes a distinct psychological fear in those who survive entirely on smoke and mirrors. The brutal part is that even a single, tiny mismatch between your words and your actions will instantly communicate a lack of self-control that shatters your perceived strength. Discipline is your silent signature. Never let a cheap shortcut forge it. Look around. You're the calmest one in the room again. That wasn't an accident. Your quiet, strategic competence is far too deep for superficial games, and absolutely nothing can ever take that sovereign strength away from you. Stay sharp.